Once upon a time, in a quaint little town nestled between golden hills and whispering woods, there lived a 7-year-old girl named Emma. Her best friend was unlike any other. It was a small, fluffy teddy bear named Mr. Snuggles. Everywhere Emma went, Mr. Snuggles was there, through secret garden picnics, rainy puddle adventures, and cozy bedtime stories. One windy autumn afternoon, as Emma twirled around her backyard, something unexpected happened.
Hold on tight, Mr. Snuggles. We're flying high today.
But suddenly, a strong gust of wind swept through, pulling Mr. Snuggles right out of her hand.
Mr. Snuggles! Oh!
Emma cried, watching helplessly as her beloved bear was carried away in a swirl of leaves, flying toward the dark, dense forest at the edge of her yard. As the wind calmed, Emma's heart sank.
I have to find him.
Emma quickly grabbed her little backpack and filled it with her essentials. A flashlight, a compass, her favorite book of maps, and a sandwich.
Don't worry, Mr. Snuggles. I'm coming.
Venturing into the forest, Emma called out.
Mr. Snuggles, where are you?
The forest was alive with sounds. Birds chirped high above, and the bushes rustled softly. As she walked, a curious squirrel scampered out from behind a tree.
Hello there.
Emma kneeled down to meet the squirrel's gaze.
Have you seen a little teddy bear around here?
The squirrel twitched its nose, seeming to understand. It pointed with its tiny paw toward a towering oak tree deep in the forest.
Really? You think Mr. Snuggles is over there?
The squirrel nodded, chattering excitedly before dashing off into the underbrush.
Thank you.
Glancing at her map, Emma smiled.
The ancient oak. That must be the heart of the forest.
With her compass in hand, Emma made her way through the winding trees. She felt the leaves crunch beneath her shoes and the breeze gently pushing her forward. As she reached the ancient oak, Emma looked up.
Mr. Snuggles, I found you!
She exclaimed with relief, but then she frowned.
How am I going to get you down?
Emma looked around and spotted a long stick nearby. With all the courage she could muster, she picked it up and began to carefully nudge Mr. Snuggles free.
Almost there!
Emma stretched as far as she could, and finally Mr. Snuggles tumbled safely into her arms.
I've missed you so much. I promise I'll never let you go again.
Just then, a voice broke the silence.
You're quite the brave adventurer.
The squirrel reappeared from the bushes.
I guess I am. I couldn't have done it without your help. Thank you.
The squirrel chittered happily.
Anytime, little explorer.
As Emma turned to leave the forest, she looked back at the squirrel.
Goodbye, friend. Maybe we'll have more adventures together one day.
The squirrel waved a tiny paw, and Emma, clutching Mr. Snuggles, made her way back home, feeling proud and a little wiser. When she finally reached her front door, she whispered to her bear.
We did it, Mr. Snuggles. We're adventurers now, and nothing will ever come between us again.
From that day on, Emma knew that even when adventures got a little scary, bravery and the kindness of new friends would always guide her back to safety.